Hey everybody, welcome back to Active Self-Protection Extra here again at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale. Very grateful to them for letting us use the bay. Come down here and shoot sometime. Here with my friend Destiny. We worked recently on the classic stovepipe malfunction and clearing it. It's a very simple clearance procedure. Today we're going to work on a type 3 malfunction clearance, which we very occasionally see. It's not very common. A little bit more complicated, but not as complicated as people think it is. Today's video is sponsored by DroneQuote. They're your advocate for solar and roofing with unmatched customer service to help guide you in whether and how to go solar with your home. If you want an advocate on your side with competitive pricing and unmatched customer service, DroneQuote's your bet. They're my trusted resource for solar, and you can check them out at the link in the description. So have you ever seen somebody in class, you ever been to a firearms training class where they're trying to clear these? The type 3 malfunction is that you've got a round inside the chamber, but then it tries to load a second one over the top of it, and now you got a gun that's stuck, and it's stuck on its spring pressure. Have you ever had that and practiced that in class?
I haven't practiced it. I've seen it happen, and the instructor just kind of did the classic, tapping.
Thing and the thing and the thing. So here's the problem with this, is that, okay, so I've got empty there, got a round in it, and I wanted to remove that, okay? So then I put a dead round, right? So if you're gonna practice this, don't practice this with a live round in the chamber, okay? Because what I'm about to do is I'm about to put a magazine in here and bump that round that's in there with another round behind it. There is the small possibility that could ignite the primer. And so if you're gonna do this in dry practice, use your dummy rounds, okay? Don't use live rounds in your dry dojo. In a live fire range, if you're gonna do this, I just like using an empty case, okay? So I put that empty case inside the gun. Okay, fine, inside the chamber. Let's see if I can actually get it to load, because it's gonna not like that, okay? And then I take a full magazine, insert it, and try that. So that's what it looks like. I'll show you in a second. So you see how this one's trying to get into that one, right? And so I wanna kind of show you that and show you, oh man, that piriformis is tight. Sorry about the limp. Is that you could see that it is trying to get in there. Well, of course, here's the problem with that, is I go, oh no, click, click, click. And what did we do on the last one? Well, last one I just went, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna do anything now, because now I've got a round that's kind of stuck in the midst there. And now I've got to do some things about it.
Okay, so I haven't seen this type. I was thinking of a different way. I haven't seen this yet.
I've seen a couple of these in real gunfights.
Yeah.
That it failed to extract that last one, that it just left it there and then tried to load another one behind it, right? Now we got a big problem. Or I've seen people try to clear another malfunction and create this kind of malfunction.
So when this happens, both are live rounds.
Could be both live rounds, could be a dead round and a live round.
Okay.
Okay. So I've seen both of those in the real world. This one's a little more difficult. Now, I want to show you, I've got another video on this on Extra, but I want to show you the classic method, the traditional method that is taught in most gun schools, and then the more modern method, the cheater method, that I'm seeing more and more, that I think is way superior and way preferable, that some old school gun dudes still don't like, because it's not the way we've always done it, but it works, okay? Except for there's a couple of challenges that it could have depending on your gun, all right? So the classic method, if I go, oh no, now I know I've got a problem. So then what the classic method is, lock the slide to the rear. Take the magazine out and stick it in your pinky. That's the classic method. Now it's here. Now I'm gonna rack, rack, rack. Rack the slide 3 times hard, insert the magazine, rack the slide, go. Could you see a problem with that method?
A few. I mean, if you drop the magazine once you put it in your pinky,
Could.
Takes a while to do.
So slow. That's the big problem, is it's crazy slow, right? Yeah. The big problem is that that's gonna take you at least about 5 seconds in a real gunfight, okay? How long is a real gunfight for a private citizen? Less than 5 seconds, okay? 6, 7 seconds at the crazy outside. So it's not your first round that caused that problem. So you're already a couple seconds into the gunfight. So if you're gonna do that method, basically you're out the gunfight. I'm gonna get another round here and reset this guy up, because I'm gonna show you the alternate method, okay? And the alternate method is faster, but there are a couple of guns that'll have a hard time with it. Okay, so let me put this away so I can reset this up. Okay, back in here. Got to put that back in the gun. Magazine, back in the gun. I created the same problem. Okay, so I have the same problem. So now, oh no, back, click, click, click. Click, click, click. Still a problem. Now I knew it was a problem here, right? So here's how we solve this problem faster. It is a faster solution. It does take a little bit more thought into it, okay? And that is, I press the magazine release here, but recognize the slide has pressure on the top round and it's trying to pull it out. So I hit that magazine release, it ain't coming out by itself. So I have to grab it and pull it hard, okay? Now in this particular case, you can see, see how it's a little bit forward? I don't care. Now guess what? Has my gun gone back into battery? Yes, but I don't know exactly what's going on with it, right? So I pull this all the way out. That lets any crap fall out of it that needs to fall out of it. I put this back in it and I slam it home hard. Run the action super hard. It'll work. So all I'm doing here, magazine, out, rip hard. Jam back home hard. Run the action, bang. Now, that works 99% of the time. And what's the benefit of it? It's faster. How long does it take to go, whoop, there it is, bang. That takes about a second, second and a quarter to a second and a half. It's doable inside the confines of a gunfight. The other one, really difficult. So now I want to set it up in your gun and see how it works for you.
Okay.
Now, what magazine are you using in your gun right now?
I've got the extended.
Stendo. Stendo is going to be really helpful here. The one problem with this, you run a 365, is that the 365 macro or regular? XL. Okay, so 365 XL. The flush mount base plate can be a little hard for this because you gotta push that magazine and then rip it out. So having a little bit of length on your mag will make a big difference.
And to be fair, I don't carry this one when I'm out. I don't use the extended because it's hard enough to conceal on me. So I do usually use just a...
So I'm gonna make her use this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and put that away. So what I want you to do, step to the line, and then I want you to unload your gun. Get you. Okay. So now, yeah, just lock it to the rear. Now you're gonna take this and drop. I can drop it in there for you. Ooh, maybe I can, or maybe I can't. Nope. Here, you get to try to drop that in there. There you go. Nope. Can be a bit of a pain. Sometimes the guns won't load this. Yep, exactly like that. Boy, this one's gonna be a bitch. I guarantee. Oh, that's because your magazine wouldn't release it. That's what that was. Damn it all to shit. There we finally fucking go. Now, what you're gonna find on this one, here, I'll hold that. Okay, that took forever. Now, we have that here. This particular one, again, with the base plate here that's flush, might be a struggle. So the gun is out here, oh no. Okay, so put the gun out. Now you can feel that trigger dead, right? Oh, poo-poo. Now I try, run it over and nothing, dead, right? So now, traditional versus non-traditional. If you try the non-traditional way on this, and you release here and push that magazine release with your thumb, right? Because that's how we normally do it. And then you're gonna try to rip that magazine out hard. She got it eventually, but you notice how long that took because of that, right? Now then, jam that magazine back in there hard. Now run the action real hard. Shoot the gun. Okay? So once you're able to get that.
Yeah, that was tough to get out.
Big ease there. Now again, I want you to notice here that this HK, I don't have a big base plate out the end, but what I do have is these little indents, and your 365 doesn't have it. So I find HKs, Glocks, M&Ps do this no problem. The little 365 with the flush mount magazine struggles. I mean, just rides the struggle bus with this because of it. Now, if instead you had this Stendo in it, you wouldn't have that problem. So what do you have to do if you're running the flush mount? You got to do the traditional one. But the traditional one takes crazy amounts of time, right? So for that one, unload the gun and we'll set it up again.
You said you put it in your pinky there?
Yeah, or you stick it in your pocket, or you do something like that, okay? So now we're gonna load this again. See if we can do this in less than 30 minutes this time. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, now, so put that flush mount back in it. Okay, drop the slide. Ain't going far, that's for sure. Yeah, it's already done.
Yep.
Okay, so now on this one, you get the clickety click. Now, okay, try to clear malfunction. No dice. We know it's not there. Now we lock the slide to the rear. Now we release the magazine once the slide is locked to the rear, and it comes out. Stick it somewhere. You can stick it in your pinky. You can stick it in your pocket. Whatever. Rack that slide a couple times. Now put the magazine back in the gun. Run the action so you got a round in the chamber, and go to work. Problem is, it takes forever.
So long.
Takes forever. And of course, you're standing here this whole time, right? So people are like, oh, you got to get behind cover. Okay, private citizen gunfights don't involve time behind cover. They just don't. Okay, so they're over too fast. This is too slow for it to work in a private citizen gunfight.
What was causing it to be hard to take out?
Because there's no meat here for you to hold the magazine.
But it felt like it was even harder just to.
Well, it certainly is.
Hung onto something.
It certainly is, because remember, the spring pressure from the slide is pushing that next round in, and it's being held by the feed lips on the magazine, right?
Yeah.
But now watch. If you are carrying with the little stendo on it, let's set this up with the stendo. Watch the difference.
And so you want me to?
Yep.
That's like.
Now, this time, because you've got the stendo, okay, just hit that magazine release button, and then rip that magazine out, and out it comes.
Yeah, it was much easier.
Now, send the slide home. So, okay, cool. Rack it hard. Now that one, okay, we screwed up because I put a round in there that it didn't like, is what that was. Oh boy, we jammed that up good, didn't we?
Me.
But by we, I mean I. Yeah, we got to go do something with this crap.
Okay.
All right. So let's try it now with the stendo.
Okay.
Okay, so now send the slide home. Okay, good. Now it's on the spring pressure.
Yep.
So again, we push that up there. But now if you hit the magazine release, okay, and now grab that mag and pull. Now see how it came out? Now slam it back home. No, slam it back home. And then run the action real hard. Shoot the gun. Much faster.
Much faster, yeah.
Much faster.
Okay. I still felt the resistance, but it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna definitely resist.
But it's so much easier.
So if you have the purchase on there, it's great. This will work. HKs will do this all day long. Glocks will almost all do this all day long. I'm not super positive about the 43 with the flush mount, but all your double stack Glocks will do this no problem. M&Ps will do this no problem. 1911s, again, the flush mounts tend to struggle, but if you're carrying a 1911, you're doing World War I reenacting, and just do your thing. It's much faster for everyone else. Put it on the clock if you want. It's very clear how much faster it is, though, and it actually works in gunfights.